The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Good evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, they love Rocky and stories of redemption here in Philadelphia. Right now, the Sixers with a brand new outlook.
And with this town just winning the 2018 Super Bowl, they've been donned with a new nickname, Titletown USA. Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Something tells me they're tired of watching the same video of Dr. J on the parade float. The Bulls begin the game with the basketball.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. To DeRozan. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sixers control it. Harris to Simmons. Runner here won't go. Ball into the front court. 2-point advantage. Has a look. Shot by Lonzo there. No good. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
A drive-by ball, but he can't finish.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Rises for the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
DeRozan with it. Looking to make something happen. To Ball. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. And finishes strong.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Levine. To Vucevic. Over to the right side. Ball. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Short jumper won't go down.
He just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Zach LaVine missed his first. That one goes.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Runner here won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Curling inside. Tough make through traffic.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Team foul number 2 for the Chicago.
Lonzo Ball at the line. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second. 0 for 2.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. New York Knicks 1-0, Orlando Magic 0-1.
Is the best way.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. To Ball. Off the mark. Big finish at the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Ball with it up top. Down 3. A A drive, but he can't get it to go. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And the finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
DeRozan with the basketball. Down 5. Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Takes stock of the floor to DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. DeMar DeRozan, 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
That's rebounded by Chicago. To DeRozan. To Vucevic. And he'll go to the foul line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
First one goes down.
Coming right back to you. Substitutions, Chicago.
Two for 2 on that trip. To Simmons. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Substitution being made in this one. Nice pass to set things up. Almost unlucky bounce. To Drummond. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Vucevic. From the painted area.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Runner's good there.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Vucevic, defended by Tolliver. Here comes the screen. Vucevic. Trying to cash in. Nikola Vucevic. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Danny Green. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Count it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Bulls with the basketball. To Stanley Johnson. Probing the defense. Vucevic. Here comes the screen. Fires the three, and he knocks it down.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Nikola Vucevic snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Driving right to the basket. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Toronto Raptors 0-1, Boston Celtics 0-1.
And he makes them both. To Vucevic. No, I missed a short one there.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Drummond. Goes to the left side. Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. Smothering D. DeRozan with it. 5-point game. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Ooh, I like that.
Goes 2 for 2. Sixers have the basketball. To Drummond. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
DeRozan with the basketball. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. To Vucevic. To Stanley Johnson. Taken by the Sixers. Drummond. 4-3. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Vucevic to DeRozan. missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Drummond. Nothing going here on that drive. It's AD for two. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. 3 for 6 now.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Danny Green. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. DeRozan with it. Now down 6. Has a chance. DeRozan with a shot that misses. Danny Green. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Bulls with the rock. Sixers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Beyond the arc for 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To DeRozan. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Screen coming. DeRozan. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. short jumper stays out.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Chicago possession. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
The drive, right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
To Seth Curry. And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Andre Drummond at the line. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Hey, locked up.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Chicago. Into the game for the 76ers, number 21.
Ball. Now a steal by Philly.
The NBA season 9-2021 Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Phoenix Suns 0-1, Los Angeles Lakers 0-1.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Got a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lonzo controls the offense. To Vucevic. Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Baseline drive. Nikola Vucevic. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lonzo Ball, defended by Seth Curry. Gets it in the right corner. Levine to Vucevic. Zach Levine, 2 of 4 now.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Simmons with it. It's a 9-point lead. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Temple matched up with Seth Curry. Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Ball and Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
First try at the line, no good. No good. Missed them both. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Passed it off. Can't miss those. Simmons into the front court. The lead stands at 9. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Harris to Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Nikola Vucevic able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here comes the screen. Ball to Vucevic. The shot clock expires. Time for some new personnel into the game.
For Philadelphia, number 15. I got ball. Here we go.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Joel Embiid.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Indiana Pacers 0-1, Washington Wizards 1-0.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Ball to Zach LaVine. To Stanley Johnson. Knocked loose. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Fires the three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
That boy's living his best life.
Down to Green. Oh, nice find for the basket.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Lonzo with it. Down a bundle. No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To LaVine. Johnson. Trying to cash in. LaVine shot no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
No good, and no foul. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Bulls with it. Ball to Zach LaVine. Shot from the lane won't go. To Drummond. Nikola Vucevic swats it.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
And count the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Levine. Vucevic. From long range. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Harris to Simmons. Throws it down.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Has a chance. DeMar DeRozan. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lonzo Ball picked up by Seth Curry. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Here comes the screen. DeRozan to Ball. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bulls are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Simmons couldn't be denied the award after all of those slams. He might get top plays all to himself at the end of the game if he keeps this up. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Sixers control it. Sizing up the defense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Oh, blocked away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
A lot of contact, no whistle. DeRozan with the basketball. His guys down big. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. That's no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Zach LaVine. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. LaVine. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Not done yet. Tobias Harris pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Rocking the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeRozan to LaVine. Shot clock winding down. DeRozan. Second effort. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
To Embiid. Won't go. Ball with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Joel Embiid sends it away. Fourth this contest.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Their shot no good by Simmons.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Ball into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Vucevic. Short jumper stays out. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Simmons lets it fly from beyond the arc. They need something to go down. It's no good. To DeRozan. Tobias Harris sends it away. Sixers have the basketball. A big finish at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
An easy two, get back on defense.
In the front court comes Simmons. His guys hold a commanding lead. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
DeRozan to Vucevic. To Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Simmons has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Johnson to DeRozan. Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. It was right there.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Ball over to the right side. To Vucevic. Off the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? It's Chicago ball. LaVine. To Stanley Johnson. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen. Tobias Harris tips it. Ooh, 5 now. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Nikola Vucevic rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
The shot almost. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To LaVine. Screen coming. LaVine goes to the right side. To Zach LaVine. Back to shoot for the Bulls. Levine gets it in the left corner. Has a chance. Selden shot off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Simmons. And a throwdown.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Simmons. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
I got ball.
To Seth Curry. Fires the 3. He'll take that any day.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Levine. Here comes the screen. Levine, the drive, right to the basket. Andre Drummond with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lets it fly from long range. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell when you have Seth?
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Levine. Temple guarded by Seth Curry. Short jumper misses.
I got some for him.
Garrett Temple snatching it out of the air. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach Levine. Good look that time, but off the mark. Chicago basketball. To Vucevic. Knocked loose.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Seth Curry. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Anthony Tolliver, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw.
Number 10, DeMar DeRozan. And number 45, Denzel Valentine.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's DeRozan. Surveys the floor. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Seth Curry. Tolliver picked up by DeRozan. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show, but, Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Seth Curry is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw.
Good shot, money. Good shot, money.
Knocks down all 3 at the line. Anthony Tolliver, huge block. Long key from 3/4 court, 3/4 down. The 4th quarter coming up, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. The Bulls in possession as we start the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Danny Green able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Philadelphia with the basketball. And the finish. Slam dunk. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. DeRozan with it. His guys down big. Reset here. Let's see what they do. To DeRozan. 5 on the shot clock. From the outside, no good. To Seth Curry. Finish that.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Anthony Tolliver with a piece. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Philadelphia 76ers, number 43, Andre Drummond.
DeRozan against Tolliver. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Embiid to Drummond. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Andre Drummond trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Bulls have it.
Defense, let's go.
Won't go down. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Ball with it up top. Down a bundle. To Vucevic. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. And a putback slam.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Chicago with the possession. Here comes the screen. Levine. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
To Danny Green. 4-3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Ball to DeRozan. Joel Embiid swats it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Lonzo Ball with the rock. To Zach LaVine. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. Beyond the arc for 3.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another. He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Bulls, number 7, Stanley Johnson.
Has a look. Ball shot off the mark. Going to launch beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Ball brings the rock up court. Five seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Fires the three. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. The follow won't go either. To Ball. Rebound cleared by Philly. From long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Levine to Ball. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Zach Levine, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. First one, count it.
Stepping in for the Bulls, number 10, DeMar DeRozan.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Andre Drummond pins it. Make that 7.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Levine. Tobias Harris above the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
It's no good. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense. To Levine. That is great vision to set it up. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Drummond. Taken by Vucevic. Lonzo Ball with the rock. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. Ball to Vucevic. Taken by the Sixers. Working hard on the glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Lonzo with it. Looking to make something happen. Andre Drummond sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
For three. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Bulls with the basketball. Ball to Zach LaVine. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Tobias Harris has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Two for 2 on that trip. Bulls with the rock. Ball to Stanley Johnson. DeRozan to Stanley Johnson. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Simmons. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. To Ball. Johnson. To LaVine. Has a look. He's looking for that touch.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Simmons with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Tobias Harris. Fires the 3 at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, providing he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Ball to Zach LaVine. Great look and vision. Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Watch cut.
To Drummond. Not that time. Sixers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Sixers control it. Harris gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more 3s.
To Stanley Johnson. Ball. Down to 5 on the 24. 4-3. Tough shot there for Stanley Johnson. No good. To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. He drills the 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. DeRozan to Stanley Johnson. To DeRozan. Chicago with 4 to shoot. DeRozan with a shot, no good. That misses with 2 seconds to go. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Bulls are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout.
And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game plan. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers
Showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court.
Player of the game.
Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.